Hey, good afternoon.
Oh
I'm looking
my.
at the wrong
Yeah,
screen.
my.
Wow, talk about a last minute put together show. If Tyler says, "Hey, are we on?" and we are on, that's a bad sign.
Oh, come
So
on.
I probably know why it says mic is muted. Hopefully somebody can hear something. Um, Out there in the comments, is there anybody watching other than the one person popped up?
Skottie talk. Don't worry, guys. It's just my mom asking to where to watch our live stream. So
It's a
you
first
know us,
time.
you know us, Scotty people. You know we're super prepared and nothing throws us off. So oh,
What
cool.
you got,
Looks and
Doc?
sounds good. Shane said so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're blocked. You're
Yeah.
done. You're done.
And we do have
Seth's in here. Here we go. Show.
special guest Seth Traub.
Yeah. So I was gonna say,
We got
here's
two
my
actors
mom,
too.
people.
Yeah, we've
This
got two. This
is
is the
yeah,
first. This is the most people that's ever been in one room
in
for a
one
Scotty
room.
talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're usually like several hundred
It's
miles
weird not
away.
being able to hear myself. I'm
Yeah, high
like,
five, Tyler. High
yeah, I'm
five.
like, look
Yeah,
at that.
yeah. There we
High
go.
five in person.
So this is great. Uh,
There you go. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, it's a
so
little high for you. Yeah.
yeah, so nobody's seeing the train wreck that's happening
Oh,
right
Mike
perfect.
now.
said
So,
seconds behind.
okay,
Oh,
good,
is it?
good, good,
Okay.
good. All right, so as long as Shane's on, that's good.
Yes. Hello, Shane. Inception. This is
Yeah.
how you dress.
Wow.
Smoking jackets, Becker. I've got
So,
my Lion Cat, my Saga shirt on. So, hello,
oh,
Angie.
gosh, I'm gonna scoot out just a little
Oh,
bit
yeah, yeah, yeah. You
so
let me know.
that
Yeah.
everybody can see the
You can
comments.
see the
So
comments here. I'm going to tilt my camera down a little bit. So,
yeah, we're good. We're good. Hi Angie. Hi Shane. Hi Becker.
oh,
Becker.
yeah, you can still do this on stage. Yeah.
Okay, Becker. There's a lovely speedball piece in Scotty's book that has your name written all over it.
Yeah. Seth was looking at it. You know.
Yeah, he went a different direction, but he was looking at it, and it was really nice. So,
It was,
I'm
yes.
gonna,
Oh, there goes my mom coming
that's
in.
first time
Hello,
on
Debbie
time.
Fellons, person I don't know.
Yeah. So welcome to the show.
Oh,
What?
you got Becker's attention now.
Yeah.
So
I'm more focused on the fact that we're famous.
Oh,
I tried looking. So we were featured on the Stupid Fresh Mess story, but when trying to look at it, it wasn't showing up for me.
it's probably involving the Three Stooges all holding art pieces in line trying to get a
Oh
photo.
yes, 100%.
So, y'all look up. Y'all enjoy it because I can't look it up right now. So I'll look it up. You want to look and see what it is, or do you have your phone? Can you look at your phone?
Oh, like I said, I was trying it.
Yeah, yeah.
I clicked what Seth said, but for some reason it's not actually showing the.
It is.
So it's showing up on your phone
Yeah,
then.
stupid fresh mess.
Look at those
Oh, there it goes.
camouflage
I
shorts.
think I had to update
Did
it.
you guys
Yeah.
not get tagged? I got tagged. I mean,
Yeah, I did. I did it, but it was on. I can't.
I
I'm
mean,
recording.
I think my internet connection wasn't caught up.
Yes, Dude, we barely have one, but we try hard.
I love
I mean, I'm the only
our
one wearing
our
Scotty
different
gear, so.
our different smiling. Seth's smiling naturally. Dustin, you're looking a little bit like anxious, and I'm just
Oh,
like
yeah.
crazy. So I mean that makes sense. It checks out.
Yeah, mine squeezing on, yours is hanging for dear life.
Oh my goodness, the Show Me Your Scotty shirt.
That's great.
For everyone here, that's hilarious.
Oh, that's
Um,
awesome.
oh no, it's sorry. It's you got to go to their story.
Becker, I
There you
really
go.
wish there was a spreadsheet, a pivot table, or anything. I'd be a
There
lot
we
more.
are, ready and waiting to
Less
score some
nerve-wracking.
Scotty art.
But I will say to Shane, who's asking, did the Happy Gilmore piece sell? Yes, it sold to a Gilmore. Matt Gilmore bought that. We saw him carrying around there. So, no, we're not having any fun
Yeah,
at all. This
spreadsheets,
is
pivot table. Yeah, we're just it's just us guys. There's no.
yeah, this is the work. This is
You
this is
unfortunately
our
have to look
job.
at our
So
faces.
no, we're having a blast. This is the best con around.
Yeah.
Had several people that I've talked to, just a lot of first time visitors have said this is just great.
Yeah, I
People
mean
get to meet.
Seth's been enjoying. It's been fun to he got to watch the live auction and that was great again and yeah, it's just so fun to be back and have Dustin and Seth to hang out with and
Oh, absolutely. I
yeah,
mean, this show's fun to do it solo by yourself, but if you have somebody to hang out with to encourage you to buy, it's so much more fun.
it's
It's
fun, but not more so for your
yeah,
wallet. But that's just how it goes. So
everybody's having a great time,
yeah,
and one more day to go. Then hopefully the Scotty panel will be well. Shane had asked earlier if we're going to be live streaming the Scotty panel tomorrow. The reception is so poor in that place.
unfortunately, so
I'm going
yeah.
to try to record it if they allow with my handy dandy
Mm.
selfie stick slash tripod, and upload it when I get home. So if we can, we don't want to be rude, but we will ask if we can do that. So All right. That's it. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. This was
Yeah.
yeah. Now we have some art to show. We're going to show. We'll do a proper presentation when we get back to
Yeah.
Kentucky and Florida, respectively. But for now, who wants to go first?
Oh, are you you're just
You like-
spinning it?
you
You're
like
just,
that?
you're just spinning. I'm like, whoa, what's happening to my?
Lazy Susan.
Oh my goodness.
He's so do. All that's done with my footwork.
I'm
So.
still on a high.
You want to go first? Or
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. So as most know, you all recognize these stickers. I decked out. This is what I normally keep my unoriginal art prints in. I pulled all those out.
Yeah, that's
I had to bring that for to fit all my art in. The one thing I did forget though is I think I posted in the face. Did I post the Brett Parson page on Facebook or no? I think I did. So the Brett Parson page I posted, and thankfully Skottie, I reached out and was like, "Would you be willing to sign this? You know, you didn't do the art, but it would be cool to get your signature on this." And thankfully, Megan responded. They were super nice, and he agreed to because it featured him on it. And
he's a writer, and it had him featured in multiple.
yes, yeah, it was the homage to him and all of his work and everything. So that was really cool to be able to bring and get signed. So that was, but you've seen that if you've been on the Facebook group. But starting off with some I Hate Fairyland. This is actually a piece I found. I'm about to say, yeah, blow me up, yeah, make me big. Just don't minimize.
You're getting removed from.
Yeah, don't minimize it, buddy.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
before I
Just so you know, after you were having dinner with your mom, I did see the
What's
dancing
that?
your twin dancing Spider-Man
Oh, did they?
to the colony.
Who did?
What I did.
Oh, you spotted him
I
in
saw you
person.
in your Spider-Man
Gotcha.
dancing to
Yeah, there's a
doppelganger.
yeah, doppelganger look-alike twin. I don't know, maybe yeah. Mom, you can. He is there another? No.
He's one of a kind.
Oh goodness. I regret this already. Oh, this turntable especially. No, yeah, there's a fellow dressed as Spider-Man, just getting his groove on, just dancing throughout the booth. Skottie saw him last night doing his auction pieces. He's just just kind of feeling the jams, and I mean I'll get on there and I'll get on here and dance.
We're looking forward.
But this was an awesome piece. And I Hate Fairyland. This I just found walking around the booth. It says not to sound too obvious, but I think you're fluffed, which I absolutely loved the way they. Thank you, Mom.
I love it.
I love the way they did fluffed and like the candy cane.
This is
So it's Gert, and what's cool is this is from their original comic called Sunder. I bought the piece. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna remember his name. I believe it was French. And it's Pierre something. I when I post this stuff, I'm gonna post all the names because, like I said, the Sunder book was really cool. But this is
I mean, that just was like Lance corner.
yeah, this is just glance a little bit bigger. I think like a 10 by 12, maybe, or like it's not an 8.5 by 11. It's a little bit bigger than that. But super cool piece. I showed Skottie, and he even was like, "Man, that's super awesome. Really great piece." The next up, I got one of my pre-show commissions from Jamie. Jamie, who's did the Popeye piece that Skottie and them bought at the auction last year at Heroes Con, as well as a previous piece. I only stumbled upon his art right before the con, and I absolutely fell in love and decided to get this pre-show piece of Rocketeer. This piece was just so cool. All I asked was that him flying, and he absolutely nailed it. The dynamic pose and everything, and the exclamation marks on the face were just so fun and cool.
And something to look forward to on the Wednesday night show. You'll be having another piece from him.
Yes, one of the last things I grabbed, and will hopefully be the last. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully the last is another commission that I'm looking forward to greatly. Something I was really looking forward to seeing again this year was Anderson Carmen. As some of you know, he does the colors for Skottie Young's daily sketches. He did a Boy at the End comic book fan art that he gave Skottie, and that's kind of where everything went. So he does a comic called Fear Hunters, where fear agents track down phobias from people that leak through their nose. They have to put clothespins on them and capture them. It's super silly, super fun. So last year I read it, and I got him to do a commission of me as a fear agent, which I believe I posted. If not, I'll post again. So this year I went with my phobia. I'm glad I now realize that I'm doing this on a live YouTube where everybody will get to know it. But Casadastrophobia, the fear of being sucked into space or gravity turning off. I don't know why. I can't tell you where this started. I just know that every now and then I have to look around for something bolted to the ground, and I have to grab onto it just in case. So this is me as my agent, Agent Pinchy, as he dubbed me last year, getting sucked up into space by my phobia there, and trying desperately to grab a clothes hanger to be able to pinch onto my nose. Yeah, clothespin. Thank you. And then the other one I got was he does a really cool webcomic called Cyber League Baseball, and I asked if he would do me as a character in that. And so this was Tyler the Drone Laris. Yeah, of course, Britain's here, of course, wonderful. Let's not put that Tyler's fear of getting sucked.
Oh,
That's
okay, yeah,
that's not
good.
yeah.
I
This
got the
is a
fear of-
PG show.
yeah,
Yeah.
I got the bottom part of it, so we won't.
Oh, great.
That's for the comments.
So he did the Charlotte Hornets. I grew up in North Carolina, and he offered, and I was like, "That's perfect with Heroes Con." So there's bug-eyed me with wings and my arms and everything. And this turned out so good. Uh, and then one I wasn't planning on getting, but I saw it and I just had to grab it, was another Fear Agents piece, which was the original cover art for the comic itself. So these are the two main characters. And funny enough, the skinny one there turns out to be that he can't smell. He has no sense of smell. So phobias can't get him, which is very helpful. And something he told me was all the phobias that are featured in the comic are drawn there with the scissors, and there's bugs and rats and other stuff. But
Oh, that's cool. I didn't notice that.
yeah. And another one he told me was in the official image, he had to cover this up, and that way the title could be shown. So this is something exclusive to the art itself. So this was a really cool piece, and he said he was sad to see it go, but his wife was there, Laura, and she was like, "Well, it's going to a good place because I've gotten a few Fear Hunter pieces now." So
Awesome. And Ryan, we had a great time hanging out with you too.
yes,
Yeah,
it was.
welcome
Yeah,
next year, get to go all again.
yeah, so sorry I couldn't get to say bye. Dustin passed along the message, so I was glad that you were able to hang with us. So
Yeah, you were.
Uh,
I told Tyler first thing this morning.
yeah.
He said tell you bye too. So.
I know. So
So awkward.
next up are two more pre-show commissions. So this is Robbie Rodriguez, co-creator of Spider-Gwen. I got him to draw me an Iron Man, and then for my brother's early Christmas birthday gift, I was able to get a Doctor Strange. So these are watercolor pieces. These are absolutely
And the video's not going to do them justice at all.
beautiful. What size are these? Are like 10 by 14 or 11 by 14. Yeah, the colors are just gorgeous. He does this really neat effect using a white paint, which is really cool. And this is actually his first time drawing Iron Man. He said he had a blast, unlike Skottie, but hey, it's not going to be everybody's boat.
Not
Yeah, not a lot of people like the, non-organic matter, the hard lines, but his Doctor Strange turned out amazing. My brother was super psyched, so I was really pleased to get that. My brother loves Doctor Strange, that classic outfit and costume.
Yeah, and the magic from the hands too that he did on that.
Yeah, that same. He uses white ink, and he's able to get that effect going. Yeah, sorry, those pieces fell. And then the piece de resistance, what everybody's been hoping or waiting for. This is what they got us on their Skottie or their Instagram, Stupid Fresh Mess, are the Skottie Young pieces I picked up. So I ended up going with 3 I Hate Fairyland centric pieces. So this is a doodles page. This eventually was one of the pages in the book where Duncan drinks so much, not soda, it's like a icy, and has to run out to the restroom and use it. So this was an unused or doodle page where he didn't finish it. You can see some of the blue lines. I love Duncan. I will say the one Seth got was the main one I wanted. So, but I got the companion piece. So I was like, all right, this is good. I love Duncan just as well. Yeah. Next up is it's a big check mark for me. So this is an actual interior page from issue number 19. Yeah, published page. So this is really cool. Features Gert and Larry there. This is when they're doing the magic spell with all their hearts and stuff, and Gert, is hoping that this isn't going to go awry and go crazy. This was really cool. They had 3 total. I was luckily able to grab one of these, and this is definitely a special piece of my collection. Again, I've got some from Brett. I now thankfully have one from Skottie, and hopefully looking to get one from Derek at some point so I can get all 3 generations of I Hate Fairyland people. And then last up was the most special piece. This is an original concept for Gert. Megan, when I picked up this piece, she actually said she was surprised that Skottie brought this one and was willing to let this one go. This actually found out was supposed to be Larry before he turned into a fly. He was a little tiny bunny rabbit, as you can see there. Yeah, the missing eye.
That's so good.
Obviously, Gert with an Uzi is quite a bit different than just the axe.
I just noticed she's got.
Oh yeah, the hoodie with the drawstrings. A little bit more lanky, a little bit different looking. So this one was special enough. I was able to get the full Skottie signature. As we know, I was reminded by Dustin, and that's reserved for covers. And thankfully, he was kind enough to do it for this one. So this one was really special. I think this is probably my favorite piece in my collection, especially I hate Fairyland centric. And then one last one I'll show. This was just a one-off that Dustin was kind of. Unless you want to show it, do you want to show this? This you'll know from their Instagram, but this was the image that Megan took standing over him of Skottie doing the connecting Fantastic Four covers. This was just such a great shot, and Dustin surprised me and Seth with a printed out version that Skottie was kind enough to sign, and Dustin reminded me, that these are the shots that we see of Stan Lee creating his stuff, Steve Ditko, those special shots, and thankfully this is one now I have a Skottie that I can put on the wall. But yeah, overall an amazing convention. There was one other sketch I totally forgot about from Jamie. I got from his Spacow comic, a few other comics I got with some doodles in them, a Dragoda. East to West, he did a little scribble on the cover, which was nice. I didn't ask for it. Yeah, definitely such an awesome collection of art that I got this year. And I'll worry about paying it off later. That's a later me problem, not a now problem. So
that's a non-Charlotte Tyler problem.
Exactly, a non Charlotte Tyler can live it up. I may even bid at the auction. Who knows? Nah. Yeah, Florida man, exactly. So.
All right.
But yes, thank you. Yes, I'm not jealous, but seriously.
Whatever you want.
I can knock mine out. Well, you got yours ready to go. So
all right, let's do it.
I'll do it. But yeah, Tyler. Well, I didn't realize. I forgot I was on camera.
I know. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Tyler's had a blast. I know Seth's had a blast. I've had a blast.
Yeah.
The best part is not just the pieces that we're showing y'all, but seeing each other get these pieces.
Yeah.
Seth had dibs first. Tyler had dibs second. I had dibs third, and we each took a piece that the other one wanted. But
yeah, it was like a circle. Yeah, circle of envy. But at the end, we still were able to get some really awesome pieces. Yeah, and it was super cool. So.
All right, one will blow us up. I almost clicked remove from stage.
I know. Yeah, that's your favorite button. So.
We'll save the Buffalo Wild Wing story till Wednesday night, because that one we almost got to have pictures and graphics for that.
I don't know if you can see it. It does seem a little bit laggy. Just letting you know, it seems to be kind of okay. I just wanted to.
I'm several seconds behind.
Let's see.
No, well, that's just the internet. Wait, guys.
I know. Yeah.
It might be.
No matter what, we're starting.
We're good. I was going to spin his iPad around to you.
I know. Yeah. If you want to. Yeah.
Here's your first piece. Oh, look. So this is a piece by a guy named Satoshi Hatano. He's a Japanese manga artist. I asked him to do Gert as a ninja. He actually canceled from the con, but his rep from Japan was kind enough to get him to finish it and bring it with me, and I'm super excited about that. How that one works. I try to get him Gert commission.
Yeah, Zach.
This is the official word of CGC. So
Yeah, Zach.
I was a CGC witness today.
Yeah, not
Well, he says I appreciate Seth rocking the Nebraska red in my honor. Zach says so.
I can't read that. I can't read that. I don't even know what he's talking about. I don't even know who Zach is.
You don't know Zach?
Can you see it?
Oh, you know Zach. My hurt voice.
I also got a commission from Robbie Rodriguez, the creator of Spider Gwen. I got shockingly Supergirl, but also he was able to kind enough to do 2 for me. So I also got a 11x17 Superman, just in time for the movie.
Yeah, you lucked out, man. That Superman especially is just so good.
Really well. He's got a cover coming out for the book, so it's really exciting to get it from him. And the watercolor he uses on these is amazing in person.
Yeah. No, and I'll comment too. Like we talked about, I mean, there's so much watercolor representation. I feel like this year than I've seen before, and it was just so good to
And
see.
it's something that once you see it in person, you want a piece from it. I mean,
Yeah,
the camera, the videos don't, but it's like it just makes your mouth drop when you see the watercolor.
yeah, 100%.
And then 2 Skottie pieces I picked up, which is the reason I came to this con in the
Mhm.
first place. So you have the first one was really I don't. This is my first actually piece of published art. This is
Yes,
a page from I Hate Fairyland. I think issue 18, maybe 19.
I think that was the 19 one too. Yeah.
So it's got the cool
Oh.
spaceman, and then Gert down here. So it's really nice. Got all the great characters, and it's a published piece.
Yeah, I love that space went on there. It's just such a fun character.
And also fought Tyler to near death.
This is the one he sold from
Yeah.
That's the one, yeah.
the slushy page.
Yeah.
A couple of versions of Gert. And this one's actually pretty. Skottie told us a story about this one. He calls it a test page because
Yeah,
this was part of the story for the original I Hate Fairyland 1, how she gets to Fairyland.
Yep.
But he decided it was taking too long, I guess.
he said, yeah, too many pages. Yeah,
Get to the story
To get to
faster.
the story faster. She was going to use the outhouse to get to Fairyland.
Yep.
He didn't do that. Instead, he chose to do
the book where she gets like sucked into the ground, and yeah,
And saved it for Duncan.
saved it for Duncan, and that's the page that.
yep, the companion. Yeah. Which that's cool. I thought that was cool hearing. Again, that's some of the special, hearing those stories tied to the pieces are so fun. So
And I just liked it because it had a bunch of different.
her faces are so good.
And I was in a rush to steal it from Dustin.
Yeah.
Tyler,
Yeah.
so I had
Hey.
to just use it.
But don't kid, how many people were around us whenever that?
Oh, there was
So I was there first,
Yep.
literally stalking the booth,
yeah.
and then trying to
Such a
reserve
strong
places
word.
for Tyler when like 2 or 3 other people sort
Yeah.
of got in.
I had to, there was somebody like jumped ahead and grabbed the double page from Spider-Man. I was like, okay, I've got to get these pages out before they get taken up. So
And then the other thing I've been doing today is just got.
Oh, so good.
Impressive
Yeah.
gathering here.
Let's.
I was like, yeah, zoom in on that one, yeah.
Jam piece of a bunch of guys doing Spider-Man villains, which has been fun.
That Green Goblin
I
is
got
so
the
cool.
last one today, and I'll get a couple more tomorrow to fill it up,
Todd, yeah.
which is really fun. Just so you get to talk to a lot of different artists, and it's a smaller pieces, so they're much cheaper, and good use of.
Let's give Todd Knox some credit on this one. Because-
Oh, yeah. So Todd has Todd, you have to get on his commission list the night before by sending emails, and he's had just a lot, and I've missed it the last 2 nights. And so, but he told me to come by at the end of the day today, and he tried and fit me in, and he absolutely did. Gracious guy, and he did this within the last hour and a half of today's con, and he added color when he said he didn't have time to. So I'm just grateful for him to fit me in and get me on his list, because he was one of the top guys I wanted to get this con.
Very nice.
Yeah, such a great, I was telling Dustin, we ran into somebody, and I haven't done the sketch bash, pieces yet, but definitely the more I see of stuff like that, I'm like, man, that's definitely tempting. I can understand. So
Yeah, my buddy Gary, that's on the other side of that wall over there at the hotel.
I'm
Yeah.
tired of being on camera now.
No, I'm always sorry on camera. Our buddy on the other side of the wall, Gary, that I found out's next door. He's like the king of jam pieces.
jam, because that's I said bash, but yeah, jam.
Oh man, I saw some people, with big ones like 11x17 that had
Oh,
like
that's some of these
special
guys,
effects, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, no, just put the face on it.
Shane says amazing pickups, Seth. GG. So
All right. Well, I'll run through mine really quickly. David Peterson, for you all are fans, or Mouse Guard, had 2 commissions from him. The first one is a character from his book.
Yeah.
Like Mouse Guard. And just to kind of give you a thing, the top section up here is the printed on. Everything else is a sketch by David. So when I ordered 2, I asked him one character of his choice, artist choice from his book. And of course, this wouldn't be a Skottie show if we didn't have a little bit of Gert. The other one I asked for was a Gert from I Hate Fairyland. So this is David Peterson's Gert, or his version of Gert in his environment. So really proud. This one, I hadn't seen it before I picked it up, and sometimes you see your commissions before you pick them up. This was a full surprise, and I was floored by how well he did on that one. Now this one I blame Tyler for 100%.
I was gonna say, yeah, I blame myself for all the Robbie, like that kicked it off, all those commissions. So
I wasn't planning on getting anything else today, and he took me by the booth, and he had a black cat. And Black Cat is one of the characters I like to create.
thank you for joining, Keith.
Oh, hey, Keith.
Yeah, Keith says he's got to run.
Oh,
So
have a great weekend.
yes, have a great weekend.
but he's had this piece for a little bit, and he said he was about to donate it to the auction tonight.
Yeah.
It went for a lot more than what I gave for it. Hey Daniel, what's up, bud? So the watercolor on it, I saw this on the site. Seth, I'll give him credit. He shared it with me, and I was like, I don't know. And then I saw it in person, and I didn't realize it's even the same one because the watercolors are just so amazing on it. So, oh meow, thanks for it. I like that. And me reading
Let's get that up there. Oh, meow.
my Ron Burgundy.
Yeah, reading the prompts.
I've kind of mixed mine in. Skottie's a huge fan of Pan's Labyrinth. On one of his podcasts that he has on the Spotify list that Megan shared, he it's a show that breaks down a movie, and he breaks down the movie, and that's where when you think of Skottie as just an artist at first, you hear the dude break down the movies and listen to all the director's commentary and just the insightfulness, the symbolic natures of the movie. And you're like, man, there's a lot of stuff going on in his head. And his take on it's worth pulling that episode up on Spotify and just listening to.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
No, yes, yeah.
I lost it on my computer.
Oh, no.
I need it on there. Let me see it.
I was gonna say, your stuff away.
I'll let you know. You're good. Yeah, you're good.
So, this is par for the course. Something breaks every time. So anyway, he had two pieces. One was finished, and one was unfinished.
The unused, yeah.
I like the unfinished one. I like the design of the main character, the little girl from on this one, just slightly better than the other one. The fawn was complete on both of them. That's the main reason that I love this piece is just the detail on that. But I got this one, and our buddies, the Gilmores, got the other one. So glad that one went to a good home as well. This is a jam piece from two great artists, Chris Uminga and Chrissy Zulo Uminga, husband and wife duo team. And I love getting pieces from Chrissy. This is the first commission I've ever got from Chris, but I've always admired his work. So I really wanted, I mean, our buddy Seth, once again, he's had the jam piece of a Superman Lois Lane, and it was so good. That's him. That's this guy that doesn't want to be here.
Exactly, yeah.
But it was so good when he got it from MegaCon. I thought, I've got to get them on a team together. So they did, and the Scott's great. I love the design, the design he picked for the shirt.
The star, yeah.
And then I didn't know which color hair that Chrissy was going to go with for Ramona, so she picked a couple of different colors, and I was like, that's perfect. This one I saw slightly before the show, but it was just as impressive when I saw it in person as whenever I got the image.
And I can confirm, I was behind Chrissy Zulo getting coffee this morning and told her about the Skottie Young piece, and she said, yeah, your buddy gets a piece from me, and I was like, that's really cool, to be able to be remembered and recognized like that. So
all that, and it's just such lovely people. And a lot of these artists that you deal with here are lovely people. And even when they can't do commissions for you, there's always a reason. They're not passing up commissions because they don't like money or they don't like you. They're busy. They've got things to do. So just be polite with them and understand that they're people too. They have lives. But whenever you did get a chance to get a commission from them, it's kind of extra special, especially whenever you have a somewhat of a friendship with them. So.
Well, and reaching out like you do, reaching out early and giving them the heads up is helpful. So
if you care a little bit about the artists themselves and not just what you're buying from them, it not only makes the pieces that you get special. It's like, all right, well, I know that person's a good person. I know that person, does this. They like this. They like that. Yeah. So it makes it more about the art. It's more about the experience overall. So. Mm-hmm. I hate Fairyland. One of the third. I don't know how many.
I think so. They had 3 interior published pages. So we grabbed all 3. Yeah, we got all 3. So.
V for victory, my friend. So I got the third one, and I started to say there's not a bad choice between them. So after they picked their 2, I had to get the third one.
I mean, there was a bad choice.
Yeah. There you go. You heard it here first, folks. Skottie, if you're watching now.
And the one image that sold this one to me, when I saw, and I didn't realize there was only 3. I just saw
really?
This one.
That's funny. I thought,
Yeah. So this one here, that's why I had my laptop. That image of Gert running.
Yeah.
That I love.
Classic Gert, like in trouble and over her head, and yeah.
And in all fairness, I got an I Hate Fairyland page a couple of weeks ago. So I
Mm.
told Seth and Tyler they had first dibs on anything today.
Well, now
So-
I stole the Brett Parsons from Seth, so that's why I was like, okay, I don't feel as bad.
Yeah, this friendship will probably be over with by next year, so we're gonna ride it
It's
out.
gonna be at each other's throats.
All right, Amanda Connors, another one. Her
Mhm.
agent Patrick. I've dealt with him before. I got a piece from her last year. I got a Mary Jane and Spider-Man costume last year, so I wanted a black cat to go with it. And I'll zoom up, kind of see, kind of
Very
classic.
cool.
Amanda
Love the
Connors.
clean spotlight there.
It's gonna go, and I chose the thigh up option for this one. Same way as Mary Jane, so they'll go like side beside each other. So really well. And the faces that she does
Yeah.
are really well done.
There you go. Wow, amazing Connor piece, Ryan says. So
Oh, well, thank you. And I wish Ryan was here too to show his pieces.
I know, yeah,
So,
a few
we got some
others.
amazing pieces as well. This piece here is by Adam Hughes, and it is a character design for Black Widow. I did find it on Disney's Plus What If.
Hmm.
The episode 1 of season 3. There's an opening scene that has like the Avengers, and this is kind of the character design that he did. I watched a video last night where Adam was talking about his experience at Marvel, and I think at Disney Plus. He was at Disney for 14 months. He still liked to do the traditional drawing where everybody else was digital. But if you watch that episode, his name is in the credit at the end for character design. I think he had 6 of these in total. Black Widow is the only female that he had, but this is the one that was presented at Disney. So there's some history to it. From his 14 months there was also there was something else that he had worked on. He had said to us at the table, but it never saw the light of day. So from his 14 months, he said that the art that he had in his portfolio there was like what he had to show for it, which was disappointing because he was really excited about some of the other stuff he was working on. So kind of a historical piece.
Yeah.
And that's all I got. That's all I got.
Yep, that's it. Oh my, get out of here.
Iron Man 1.
Stolen. I claim it.
I'll, I should have switched live and let you.
I know, yeah.
No, that's mean.
No, it's yeah. Dustin told me this, and I was like, man, I'm so jealous. Yeah, I'll rip it in front of you right now to show you.
So
Yeah, Shane. Yeah, no way, indeed. I was like, man, Dustin, I'm so jealous, but I'm glad you got it. It's well deserving.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, such a great piece. So I've already claimed this. I'm next on the list. You know, whether that's in the will or yeah, whatever it may be. I'm like I'm gonna get this piece here. I can remove you from the.
okay, yeah. This is back up working.
Yeah, such an amazing piece. He brought that out. I was like, yep, that's the original art right there, folks. So, though I will say you were showing your Adam Hughes art, and I'd love for you to tell the story about how you love Adam Hughes more than Skottie.
That's a Wednesday night story. Well, I will say the only thing I'll say about that is Adam Hughes had a lot of traffic come up. There
Yeah,
was a lot of traffic for some reason coming into Charlotte. His 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, and he ended up getting there about 3:30 just because the traffic kept pushing him back. He had to get checked in.
second mortgage, J.K. Shane said.
But once he came on there, he went right to drawing and doing that. But I was about 11 people deep, and he was doing head sketches for everybody in front of me, which I don't have that one. I haven't got that one yet. But I missed Scottie's first part of Skottie drawing, and Skottie was not very happy about that.
Yeah, he was
Yes.
giving Dustin some flack. He was like, I was like, where's Dustin? I was like, he's at Adam Hughes. He's like, he's it all. He's like,
So,
what a.
so starting Monday, the Adam Hughes Appreciation Group.
Scotty Young is closing. Adam Hughes is starting. Yeah,
That's right. You'll see.
I'll be taking over for Scotty. Dustin's now starting a new group. Yeah.
No, I jumped. I guess the best way to put it, I was going to save it for Wednesday night, but Tyler was sending me pictures of what he was doing. It was so painful to see the work.
I honestly felt bad. Seth was ribbing him, and I was like, "You're gonna make Dustin jump out of line and come over here. Like he's gonna feel so bad." So
Tyler was being supportive. Seth was being Seth.
we go back and forth. It's like it's one of us is supporting, and then the other one has to rib you. So.
And I'm very careful what to do through text because I'm thinking, these guys. I've met Seth one time. I've met Tyler twice, and I rib them worse than anybody. So, but it's all good and fun. So
It is, yeah, all in jest. So
come on, we'll share it. We'll share it.
yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
wish you were out here, Shane. I mean, just wish everybody could have the chance to come out here to this convention. It's such a great convention, and it's one of Scotty's favorites. Funny enough, you guys, I guess you weren't there, so when I got some stuff signed today from Scotty that I'd forgotten to bring. He told me, funny enough, the person he found out today, the booth across from him, is the person at HeroesCon he originally brought his portfolio to, who told him that he needs to thicken his line weight and change it up and stuff, and who Scotty then did that, adjusted his line weight, changed it up, and then brought back his portfolio for him to look at, and who pretty much kickstarted, Scotty's career, like what really made a difference for Scotty and his art. And Scotty was like, I couldn't believe that was who was across from me at the booth. And I'm blanking on the name right now. I think it was Robert Kemp or something.
We'll get it for Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll have to get that. But
there's a lot of other stories we'll tell, but we'll make sure and get
Yeah.
that on one of the slideshows that we.
But yeah, no, it's such a blast, and Skeff was great helping out with John not being able to attend this year. So
I hate to say this, but I think we have to bring Seth back on Wednesday night if you can.
we're gonna bring Seth back on.
For the Buffalo Wild Wings, the waiting in line.
Yes, we can't wait to tell you the story of our
Sorry, I'm washing my hair.
Skottie Young get together. I don't know if your video's currently out. I don't know if it's showing that for you or it's showing for me at least. So.
Wait a second, I've got it over here.
I can see it.
Oh, can you see it? Okay, then it's just me. It's just Wi-Fi.
So it's
Oh, behind.
Wow.
Okay, good. So
your video's out.
yeah, I'm like, you're out, right?
Yeah. That's all right. It's probably the best video we've had on it. So
Yeah, it's as you'll find, our get together went about it just as well as our lives do. So,
even worse.
Yeah.
So,
but as we'll tell you, Scotty thought it was hilarious, and that's only fitting. So,
yeah. And Ryan, fair enough.
Yeah.
The get together was a highlight for me.
yeah.
He got his steps in by having to go get drinks himself.
Oh my, yeah, against back and forth. Yeah, it was something else. So.
It was so cool to have everybody there together. And whenever I took the picture of it was Tyler, Seth, and Skeff, I thought this is the saddest, get together. I was afraid to post it because I was thinking everybody's gonna be like, I'm never gonna go to one of their get-togethers.
Yeah.
Three guys hanging out, but it was a lot of fun when everybody showed up. It was.
Well, I was gonna say, it was so cool with Skeff joining. Most of us know Skeff if you do Whatnots, and I know him working with Ryan Otley, and so to be able to actually sit down and talk with Skeff, and I was like, dude, how did you get into all of this? And that was just amazing, and yeah, and yes, we greatly appreciate it. Yeah.
He had taken an early flight.
Yeah.
He was gonna go take a nap after helping set up the booth and running the private signings all day. We caught him in the lobby. I saw him, or Tyler saw him from afar.
Yeah, I'm kind of wishing I should have been like, oh, I'm sorry, if I would have just let you go, and then
Ryan,
yes, what's going on, Ryan?
I saw the silhouette of Skeff's beard from afar, and it was like the sun was cast behind him. And he's like, I was going to take a nap because he did a live show that night on Whatnot.
Yeah.
But he was like, no, I'll go with you guys.
Yeah.
And first time I'd ever met Skeff, we talked a little bit back and forth on Messenger, but he's going to come on Skottie Talk pretty soon.
Yes, I forgot. Yeah.
Never mind, Seth.
Yeah, they said they're gonna have to reschedule. Yeah, we've got a lot of booked, people. So.
No. We'll get him on later night. We gotta have Seth on for Wednesday night for the some of the pictures, especially the one that was just posted.
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna need to save that one. So.
It's like the crazy thing about this is most of the times news breaks at Stupid Fresh Mess. It's while I'm driving home to get ready for the show.
Yeah.
So right when we're about to go live, of course, my name gets.
That's when we get tagged, and we're like, oh no.
All I can think of Megan going is checkmate.
He's like,
notifications that the show is 30 minutes from now. She's like, oh,
yeah.
And she's like, I was like, all right, now we got to post that exactly. Yeah.
Wednesday, yes. Let's go. So, and anybody that can make it next year, please.
Yeah.
We're gonna try it again. Seth, would you come back next year?
we'll see.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Probably not B-dubs. Yeah, we'll see.
We've almost got to do B-dubs, and that's.
I guess it's gonna have to be
We'll bring her back.
Yeah. To be tradition.
It's not gonna be over.
No, I'm not going to. Anyway, on there. Try not to be mean because she was flabbergasted. I don't know the right word to use without being too
Overwhelmed, just overwhelmed. It seems so.
I
Yeah.
think it might have been her first day or her last day. I'm not sure which one it was, but
Could have fooled me which one.
Yeah, we couldn't. When she told Tyler no plates or told some Ryan or something.
Yeah, we asked.
No plates.
Yeah, it was.
We'll say.
It was a lot. Yeah.
It was
So.
so much. 2 o'clock tomorrow
Yes.
Eastern time to 3 o'clock, and we'll make sure.
I didn't tell you. I tried to catch Skottie because he's been signing all day. I thought he was tired.
Yeah,
I went to get the prints today. I asked him what the print was for tomorrow.
yeah.
You know what his response was?
What?
What print?
Oh,
I got more work to do.
oh
What
my
print?
gosh.
What are we talking about here?
That's fine.
Same with Skeff. Skeff is a
Full.
iron locked padded, gay. He has all the information, but not the special. Yeah, so we were hounding
got
him
Grimace.
as soon as we got him there. Yeah, we got Grimace, which Grimace is, I honestly I hope next year's is Grimace, the auction. We'll have to get into that, but
Yeah, so for everybody that doesn't know, it's yeah, my clock's on Central Time. It's 7 o'clock here.
yep, 7:10.
The auction starts at 8. Scottie's piece went for 15,000 last year.
Yep.
And granted, that's 15,000 is a huge number. It's going for big numbers every year. This one may not go for that. It may go for a lot more. Whatever it goes for, it's usually one of the higher drawings. So half the excitement is watching that.
Yep.
And if no one bids, maybe on Wednesday night one of us will have it here. So,
You want me in for $100?
and I'll-
There we go, yeah.
I'd even take the Pac-Man side. You could have the Galactus
Exactly,
side,
yeah.
because the Pac-Man side's got the signature.
Right. I
We've
was just
said
saying,
that,
Galactus
so-
isn't signed.
So we're happy either way.
Yeah, we'll try and as soon as they allow us, and I'm sure they'll probably post it themselves the print right
Yeah.
before the show and stuff. But yeah, as soon as we find out, we'll try and let people know, or maybe they will. And yeah, we're super looking forward to that. So
So, and one of the things we'll try to do tonight, like someone did for me last year, is whenever they start auctioning off Scottie's piece, and we'll try to record that and upload it to the group tonight. Whenever
Nice.
I get back to the hotel
Yeah.
room, so.
yeah, it's gonna be a blast. So
I'm gonna make that first bid.
All
Second.
right.
$100. They're like, no, it starts at 1,000. Yeah,
I just want to be at the top,
yeah.
like for 1 second.
They go 10. It's like
Yeah.
This guy's gonna look at you like Seth, like.
So, but the other note I will add, because we all talked about buying art, and you'll see a picture of us in line to buy Scottie's art. We looked at it right before we left the show, and there's a lot of blank spaces in his art books. He brought two
Yes.
portfolios.
Yeah, tons of art that was picked up. I mean, it's and again, it's painful, seeing some of the pieces go. You're like, man, I'm not gonna be able to get that piece, but awesome for Skottie to be able to, sell that stuff, and like Megan said, she really picked out John, Skottie. They picked out some golden oldies, some new hotness, and yeah, it was just so much cool stuff to see in person. So a lot of history there this weekend for sure. So
The worrisome part is I wonder how much archives they have left, because the way art's selling at Planet City,
Yeah.
the way art sold this weekend, and I mean they got Terrificon coming up in a few months. So,
yeah.
those portfolios are getting wiped out every.
No, yeah.
It's going to be.
Yeah, Megan, and I asked her, yeah, Megan said, they're definitely dwindling down to, the pieces that Skottie has kept, uh, specifically, himself wanting to keep those pieces. So, if there was ever a time to finally grab, the I Hate Fairyland page or Oz, they had Oz, Spider Clan, some of these pieces that you're just not going to be able to get anymore because they're, like you said, they're just running out of, the older work. So yeah,
It's a
no,
concern.
Yeah.
Yeah. More work.
this guy's going to have to do a lot more, yeah, more.
Any natural resource. Those shortages are fine.
Yeah.
We're worried about Scotty.
I'm worried about Skottie art.
We're
Yeah,
not
exactly.
producing-
The world will end without Skottie art. So
I haven't watched the news in 3 days.
yeah,
I didn't felt really good.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I'm out of my depression.
Iran. Come on.
I got art. Yeah.
My phone hasn't worked. Like no notifications.
Yeah,
You get in there and you look up something on the internet, like pull up Safari, and it's
Yeah.
just like
they do it on purpose. Yeah, they're like, no, just focus on the con. I'm like,
there's
okay,
something going on, but right here.
Check
so.
eBay prices to know if I should buy something.
exactly. Yeah.
You just buy it. One thing I would suggest that one thing I'd love to buy is like Scotty scripts.
Mm.
Because
Oh, yeah.
writing so much, like the full, the Me You Love in the Dark, the full Middle West, the full Ain't No Grave, all those scripts. And then in one of the podcasts I was listening to coming up here, Scotty talks about how his editors do a lot of work, a lot of heavy lifting on his scripts, and to give Brian Bendis a run for his money. So I was thinking, well, maybe we'll never see the full scripts.
Yeah.
I would love, because he was talking about how he does them.
Yeah, it's
And how he
interesting how
does
he
it.
almost like a TV, an
Yeah,
actual
just to see
script.
it.
So
I
yeah,
would love to see one of those, even after the editor gets a hold of it. and,
Yeah.
like, cleans it up. I would like to see that and like have him sign the cover of the book.
it would be cool. Yeah, and he's posted. I love the ones that he's posted in some of the back books. Of I Hate Fairyland. There's a few. You get those collected editions, and it'll have like the page, and then the script, and then it'll have like the pencils and stuff. So, but yeah, to be able to actually physically hold one and see it in
To hold the script,
person.
Have the book side by side and like flip the pages.
Yeah.
Simultaneously. That would be
Exactly,
great.
that would be super cool. So
Well, this was a short show, but not as short as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
I
no,
thought
yeah,
it'd be
still,
a
yeah, still a lot of
5
good
hours.
art to talk about, and yeah, still, yeah, you know, longer than we always plan, which is generally, yeah, that's generally how it goes.
All right. Any last words, Seth?
Nope.
Okay.
We didn't show
Excellent.
any-
Excellent.
We didn't
Well
show
done.
any of the, we didn't show any of the unoriginal art, but I'm not sure we should. I haven't seen it posted anywhere.
Yeah,
3. They
Other than this one. So we got.
Can you show
I
us how
can
you
pick up
posted?
and we can show you the ones they
we can
shared.
pick
Yeah,
up Fairland one. This is the only one I got.
I didn't even see that one in the book today. I went over there and looked at the portfolio that had them in, and I wanted to see what that one.
You know, we got this is the one that they posted
That's
that
nice.
is the non-final cover of Fairyland. And Scotty was saying today that
Yeah.
I think he told this story already, but
yep,
it was they needed something in an image panel. or
yeah. It was his
image
first. It was
something.
Emerald. Was
Yeah.
the first.
So he
Yeah,
did this cover, but it wasn't quite done, so he redesigned her a little bit more to get to that first cover. So this is really cool. This is truly unoriginal art. And they're limited to 75 each, and so we got one.
and that one was funny because we had just talked about like we were hoping a GURP, but like we didn't think, and then they posted that. And I was like, okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool to have.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. All right. Anything else, Seth?
My wife might be watching. She's calling me.
Seth, any last words, Mom?
Bye.
Any additions?
Bye.
Well, the good thing was everything cost under $100.
Everything.
Actually, you know, it was actually free. They were so kind.
Get 5 free. It was a great
yeah.
special they were in. So,
We just gave them a couple of IOUs, and they were fine with that.
hey, thanks, Shane. Hope you have a great. Well,
Yes.
everybody's traveling back. Tyler, when are you going back?
Tomorrow night, yeah. After the panel, I'll probably head to the airport. So
I don't know. Whenever
That's been-
I can even get trained.
it's still, yeah, you're still exactly
Get a new driver's license. He's a
a North Carolinian, yeah.
And I'm heading back as soon as Skottie's panel's over tomorrow. I'm driving back to Kentucky. I'm sure I-40 will still be shut down, and I'll be transitioned to
It is.
Oh no.
30 miles of doing this on a car. Sharp banks. I felt like a Formula One driver.
There you go.
My foot's cramping. It was such a lovely drive.
Thank you, Daniel. Yes, happy to share. It was fun. This yeah worked out nicely with the hotel room and the setup. You know, we had a little bit of a technical difficulty there,
The
but
best thing that's happened this week. Like
Yeah.
the most well-run thing that's happened this
True.
week. So,
yeah.
but it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So, all right. Thank you all for watching.
Yes.
Wednesday night we'll have back to our old self, my crappy reception and Tyler's excellent reception. His mic.
In my mic, yeah.
If his wife, if we may never see Seth again. So, R.I.P. Seth. Thank you for being with us. Thank you, Ryan. I almost said Ryan, send us out. Tyler, send us out, bud.
Yes, no, appreciate it. Yes, we'll see you guys. We'll hopefully we won't have too much con crud, but we'll see. But yes, looking forward to seeing you guys next week. Thanks so much for joining us tonight, and live fresh, stay fresh, live messy, and we'll catch you guys next Wednesday. So, peace.
Seth, come on, Seth. Come on.